Hello everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to the My Player Career Mode. I hope I find you all well. 20 league matches to play, as you know. So we are just going to jump straight into the first game of the day against Monaco, and then we'll see how the rest of the episode pans out, because I want to try and get through as many games as we can with Bayern as well in the round of 16 of the Champions League. I don't know if we're going to be playing that. So, first versus second in this game. A quick look at the Monaco side, if it lets me, due to copyright. Hopefully this bit's in the video. If it is, it means it's okay. And we will get this one off and running. Romario Barro kicks the game underway. Monaco might just have themselves a chance before half-time here. Hurtado bearing down on goal. Heavy touch, and that allows Innocent to be able to close the gap between them and make the save. Good save in the end from our number one, really, isn't he? But as the first half goes, that was really the only chance. It's been poor here. Here is Rodri, finds Aouar. Aouar to Dembele, now to Aouar again. It's lovely football. And that's what happens when you take your chance. We've seen two. Monaco's was saved by Innocent. This one, well taken by Aouar. It's what title-winning teams do, because there's been nothing to separate both sides here, in all honesty, in terms of how close this game has been. Just the one chance apiece. It's so well crafted, and the goalkeeper no chance with that one. 1-0 PSG. Full time here at the Parc des Princes, and a top-of-the-table clash that won't be remembered for the ages. It was a very boring game here. One team took their chance, the other didn't. Yeah, on to the next. The result against Monaco means we are 8 points clear at the top of the table. Angers is our second game of the day. I am thinking about simming some of the league games we've got coming up, but I'll show you those ones as and when I decide to do them. Also, Team of the Year 2027, soon to be announced. We know we didn't win the Player of the Year. That, of course, went to João Felix. So looking at this right here, we've got Lyon in the quarterfinals of the Cup. We've then got the Coupe National against Lyon. We've got Lens at home. Nice away. So we've got some tough games coming up. But can I get away with simming a few of these? Because I really need to get through the games a bit quicker. And I appreciate that it's not the most entertaining thing to watch. But the last thing that I want is for us to still have games to play and me not finish off this series. That would be mightily disappointing. So that's why I'm focusing on trying to get through this season. So Angers, we will play that. Then what I might do is I might play some post-commentary games just to save my voice a little bit and show you the very brief highlights. Lyon could be one of those, along with Nice. Probably sim Lens again. It's the same story of teams sat back, and we have to break them down as Kubo hits the woodwork there with that fine effort just after the 7th minute. But this is what we're seeing from most teams right about now. It's just soak up pressure, try and catch it on the counter. So we're in for a similar type of game to what we've seen thus far. Kubo towards the middle. Dembele's there, the flick up. Will he get the shot away? Yes, he will! And we strike first again. Dembele's got it. And that's the good point, right? Yes, we are facing teams who are sitting back and trying to defend. But as of right now, we're not struggling to find the net, you know, and this is a good chance. Dembele, of course he takes it. He's never going to not hit the target there. We've seen him before. We know how much quality he's got. Keeper, no chance. 1-0 PSG. We'll see if Angers want to get a bit more, I guess, exciting and want to step out a little bit and try and get themselves back in this game, or if it's just going to be straight back to us sat on the edge of their penalty area. Well, the answer to the previous question is they did step out of their defensive third, and that is the outcome. They sent players forward. As soon as they did, we got the ball back, went up the other end. Dembele makes it 2. There's just no win-win situation for Angers right now. If they decide to go forward, we're going to punish them. If they sit back, we're going to punish them anyway. So at this point in time, if we don't get the 3 points here, I'll be pretty unhappy. The keeper gets a touch to it, but it's such a great shot and a great effort that you just don't save it. Dembele 2 inside, what's that, 9 minutes? Again on course for a hat-trick. PSG on course for another 3 points, which it seems a bit like, and I'm really happy to say this because You guys know how much we've struggled for a league title in the series. It feels like right now, and I don't want to jinx it, it's only a matter of time before we will win our first and probably only, well, yes, only if we do, league title of the series, man. And, yeah, I may be getting way too far ahead of myself, but looking at where we are right now and how games are going, we're always the team, apart from once or twice this season, who are being the aggressors, if you will, who are trying to break teams down, who are trying to create chances. Having said that, Angers have got a free kick right on the edge of our penalty area, so we'll see if this comes of anything. Del Monte lays it off to, is that Del Palcido, who has the shot, but it's blocked rather easily in the end. There isn't enough time for an Angers attack, and that is the end of the match. A 2-0 win. Dembele's goals in the first half, enough to give us the 3 points here. We'll see what game comes up next for you all. It might be a couple of post-commentary matches. Facing Lille in the Cup, I decided to sim it. It was a 3-1 win in the quarterfinals before our first match that we have to show you here up against Lyon. And Mbappe opened up the scoring with a delightful finish, wrapping his foot around the ball, finding the top corner, celebration to go with it. But I knew we'd have a bit of a test here up against Lyon, and they got an equalising goal in the 23rd minute of play. Musavu King, a beautiful volley, scoring there to make it 1 apiece. So, yeah, inside 20 minutes, both teams scoring goals, and this really could have so easily gone either way. But we managed to get ourselves back in front. I will say, a bit of a strange goal, this one. I found the space inside the penalty area, and then all of a sudden, the time was there. The goalkeeper didn't close the angle down. Right-footed finish into the corner. As Lyon pressed for a way back into the match, we caught them on the counter and found our second goal of the game to make it 3-1 and pretty much wrap up the points here, if you will, with about half an hour to play. But there was time, actually, for one more chance, which you'll see doesn't eventually end up in the back of the net. We got a penalty, Mbappe took it, it was saved by Jack Butland, and that was the full-time result. So, very happy. The, good form continues, and I said, as long as I don't jinx anything, this might be our way of winning our first title. Well, I simmed Lens, I simmed Dion, and we drew 1-1 at home with Lens. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Actually, I do. You simply cannot draw games at home against teams like Lens if you want to win a league title. And I mean, no disrespect to them for that, but you've got to win that game, especially having home advantage. So, yeah, was not happy with that. And when we faced Nice next, I knew we had to get back to winning ways. And let's just say that did not happen. What a goal this is, by the way. 52 minutes in. I thought Mbappe's was quality. How about this? From, I believe, Vokic is the player who scored this. I can't really tell you what happened here because I don't know. All I know is that we were 2-0 down not too long later. And Nice was stunning us, really. And I know they were the home side. And I know we were trying to press to get in front and maybe going on to ultra-attacking after the first goal going in wasn't the play. But that's what I decided to do. And you'll see it just left us so exposed at the back. And before we knew it, we were 3-0 down. So we'd just drawn against Lens, and now we were losing, and I didn't really see a way back in this one. We did get a goal back, a consolation at best, 7 minutes from time, as we found the ball through to Dembele, his shot going in the back of the net, but it didn't matter, and we lost the game. So, all of a sudden, nerves beginning to creep in a little bit, because we were looking in a really good spot before, but now, after that 1-1 draw and then a defeat here, it allowed Monaco back in with a shout. We continue, though, into Metz, another game which we have to win if you're wanting to win the league title. Dembele found the ball through here. Ferrier lays it to Sane. Sane lays it to me. We take the lead after 7 minutes on the clock. Very, very good start to the match. But the way we're playing, I was thinking just make sure we get this result. And it was wrapped up when Ferrier, 20 minutes from time, I'd been taken off at this point, was substituted, made sure of the points. So to go back to wins, that's what you want to see. That is exactly how we wanted to react. 2-0 win. And I'm purposely not showing you the league table at this point because I wanted to kind of keep you guys in suspense. But ultimately, as we sim 2 games there, I knew full well how things were going. So Saint Etienne, penalty inside 17 minutes. Mbappe will take this. He missed his last one. He goes down the middle again. misses this one. Not the start we're hoping for, but there's still a long way to go. Scoreline is still 0-0. We get a massive slice of luck here as the ball kind of falls in the box nicely for us. Get it out of our feet, manage to find the bottom corner, lead by a goal, half an hour to play. We'd honestly not given them too much at all in the way of chances. But then, 5 minutes from time, the equaliser came through. And I remember thinking, all right, well, you know, we're probably going to drop points here. We're probably only going to get one single point, which is not ideal by any means. Never in a million years did I expect we'd concede 2 goals in the last 10 minutes and lose this one 2-1. Especially, I know I'm showing you the very brief highlights, but the way that this game had gone, I swear this was their only 2 shots, if I remember rightly. And at this point, I just wanted to stop playing. I was like, nope, I'm done. Like, how? How do we throw this away so much? To the point where we were winning with literally 5 minutes left and we lost by 2 goals to 1. So, you're seeing this. Are we bottling it? That's the question. Well, Dion up next. 1-0 down inside 3 minutes. We are fully bottling this. Fully bottling the league at this point. And I was chuckling away. I was thinking, imagine what you guys are going to be putting in the comment section, what you guys are going to be saying about this. We've got to get the job done. We managed to pull ourselves back on level terms, making it 1-1 before Dion went 2-1 in front. So things were just not as we were hoping. Gomez Hermoso tries to head that one away straight to Brian. He slots home to make it 2-1. And then the most unlikely, the most silly own goal you're about to see to pull us back to 2-2 to give us a lifeline in the game. I don't know how this goes in, but I was thankful that it did. Eventually, Mbappe picks up the ball here, has the shot near post, saved by the keeper. They try and clear their lines. It goes straight in the back of the net. But it was 2-2 the draw. So you're about to see what that means for the league table. And I'll say this, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this episode. Alright, so do you remember earlier when I said I don't want to jinx anything? Well, I mean, if Monaco win their game in hand, they go second because they'll have a better goal difference than us. Safe to say, it's not gone to plan in recent games. 11 more games to go, though, in the French League. And it's probably time we sim some of these games because, as I'm recording this right now, it is literally hours away from FIFA 21 now. Not even days anymore, hours. So it's probably time we start to get through this a little bit quicker. Now, the away sims are always risky. You guys know that. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. So we'll sim Bayern Munich, a 1-0 defeat. And I'll be honest, I'm very tempted to throw away the Champions League here. We got Strasbourg at home. Surely this should be a win for the boys. The recent run of games have been poor. The Saint Etienne game, we conceded 2 goals in like the last 10 minutes to lose that. Strasbourg, thankfully, was a 2-0 win. And then a 2-2 draw against Dion as well wasn't ideal. So we got Monaco in the quarterfinals of the Coupe National. Marseille as well at home. Reims away. I'm actually tempted to sim that Marseille game. Alright, so Monaco. We'll sim this one. We'll get through them. And as I said previous, like, I know it's not the most entertaining thing in the world to watch, but I just don't have the time right now. So a 2-0 win the quarterfinals against Monaco. Into Marseille. Is this going to be a win for us? Please be a win. And it's done. No! How? Marseille are like mid-table. Oh! And now we're third. What do I do, guys? Genuinely cannot believe this. Because, I mean, am I genuinely not going to win a league title in the entirety of FIFA 20? Is that what's going to happen? Obviously, we did upload like 30-something episodes with Dortmund before we had the bug, so I'm like 120 episodes in at this point, if you include this series as well. Still no league title, man. I thought for sure we'd beat Marseille. Monaco top in the league as well. They've got Bordeaux coming up in their next game, so that might be a game to watch for. Alright, I guess we play against Reims then. Try and get back to winning ways, and then see where we're at after that. But for the most part, it'll be very brief highlights from now on because, yeah, need to get through these and there's going to be a lot of games coming up. So, let's see. Ferrier towards Kubo. Kubo gets it off towards us. It's a great turn as well. We've got Kubo just here. There's the goal, surely. Get in. 1-0. 14 minutes in. Let's go and get a second and make sure we win this game. Great take from Kubo, though. Aouar with the ball through towards Kubo. Great touch. Now finds Dembele. Dembele back to Kubo. 2-0 PSG. Should be the points in the bag. And that is a fantastic goal. Wolf will get the opportunity for a cross. Innocent comes to meet it. And in the end, it's crossed on the crossbar. What am I on about? Crossed on the crossbar? I don't even know what I'm saying. And Villa Libre has just scored. What a joke defensively. Again, what is going on here? Like, we just... Oh, come on. Gomez Hermoso just decides he isn't going to kick the ball. That's a joke. Full time, 2-1 the result, and we get away with it in the end. Just a 1-goal advantage, but yeah, wasn't the best performance. At least we got the 3 points. Second leg against Bayern was a 2-1 defeat, so we're out of the Champions League. Ladies and gentlemen, don't have to worry about it at all. Nimes at home. Come on, we surely have to win this. All right, here we go. Yes! Just the 1 goal though, 1-0. Tell you what, we've hit a bit of a blip in form. What was I saying earlier? I was so confident earlier on. I was buzzing. I was loving life. We've got Lille up next. Now, that is going to be an extremely tough game. So, that one we will have to play. But before that, 2 games in the, I'm guessing, European Championship qualifiers or just friendlies? No, just friendlies, but we're not going to play either one of those. Of course, we skipped through. I'm not even bothered about the results, so I'm not even going to check them. What about the table then? Monaco still top. 7 games to go. 1 point is the gap. Bordeaux weren't able to do us a favour. Have we still got to play Monaco again? I'm pretty sure. I think we might have played them twice already. Let me have a quick look at that. I might be wrong. I don't know why I'm looking through this way, because it'll take a lot longer to look like this. So Lille. We then have Rennes. We've got Montpellier. We've got Nantes into May, where we play Bordeaux. Monaco, yeah. So we've got Monaco on the final day of the season. So as long as we keep this gap at just a point, we can still win the league on the final day, depending on what happens elsewhere, which will be mental. But that, of course, means that we have to try and keep the gap the same. So, Lille, don't beat me, please. Please don't beat me. Into game we go. Nice early goal to settle any nerves. Would be brilliant here as we found the ball to Dembele. Dembele trying to keep hold of this. He's done really well. Now picks us out as well. There it is. There it is. Get in. All right. Now the onus is over to Lille to try and score against us. And in the hopes of that, that might allow us to catch them a little bit easier and maybe score a second and potentially even a third here. 2 additional minutes by the referee. Look at the space we've got here. Picked out really well. That's it. It's done. We are going for these 3 points. This will be the last action of the match. A 2-0 victory here against Lille. A great performance as well. But there's still 6 more games to come. All right, so we've got 3 tough games here. 2 of which are at home, which is making me want to sim them. Man, what do I do? I've got to play Bordeaux because that's away and they're like 3rd. So that is the game to play. All right, we're going to play Rennes and then I'm going to sim Montpellier. That's the plan anyway. Come on. Monaco 2-0 up in their match. As things stand, we are 0-0 here. We need a goal. They're winning by 2. And it's Rennes on the attack. It's a great ball into the middle. And a top save by Innocent. We're not getting the result here. And we're not playing too well either. Uh-oh, 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 no! No, 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 no. That's just thrown a whole spanner in the works. Are you joking? I was saying about, it doesn't matter if we don't get a result when we sim it. What happens if we don't get a result when we play? What's happening? We're not even turned up today. We need a chance to fall our way and we really need it now. We've pulled it back on the right foot. It's got to be on target. It is on target at least and it's in. All right, pick up the ball. Why won't it let me pick up the match ball? I want to try and get the game underway as quickly as possible. Okay, just skip through. Let's go. Let's just get into this next one. 1-1. All right, so it means then that, what does it actually mean? We'll be 3 behind Monaco as things stand unless we find another goal. At least we're not 4 behind. So it's still doable on the final day, I guess. Oh, we really could use another goal though. We really could. And there's 19 minutes left. Will we find it? I keep having a little look at the clock at the top right-hand side. Hang on a second. Oh, Mbappe! Yes, it's fallen! Get in! Get in! It was a bit selfish of me, actually, to take that shot on. I should have actually just played the pass, but it all works out. Lady Luck is smiling on us in this one. Great ball through from Kubo. The turn as well. I should have passed the ball, shouldn't I? I don't know why I took the shot on. Thankfully, though, the block came through, but it's straight to Mbappe, who's done really well, actually, under the circumstances to control the ball and then volley it home. 2-1 PSG. We needed that. We needed that. As we enter the last few seconds of the match, look at my stamina bar right now, ladies and gentlemen. I have absolutely nothing left to give. And that means the result is in. We managed to overturn the 1-0 deficit and win the game by 2-1. Let's not throw it away now against Montpellier. Realistically, I have to sim it because my stamina is just not there. I'm so tired. Here we go then. The sim is done. And I'm going to move across now. No! I genuinely think this series has been cursed. Because every single season, PSG lose like 1 game or 2 games a season. I think we've lost 5 now. Oh, I don't even care. I don't even move forward. Move on. Oh, I look so stupid now because earlier on I said I don't want to jinx it, but this will finally be the season. I've probably played that back somewhere in the video. Probably thrown it in somewhere. But yeah, like, I mean, we won the final. I didn't realise that was a final. All right. Oh, no. Did Monaco? No, they didn't. Of course they didn't. So, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to sim against Nantes. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, this will be it. I feel so bad because I genuinely believe this will be it. But I guess the bonus point is, right, from tomorrow we have FIFA 21. So we'll forget about this series and we'll do it all in FIFA 21 and win everything. We beat Nantes 3-1 away. Of course we did. Wait, why? Oh, because we've got a game in hand. I was going to say, why have Monaco moved up the gap even further? Because we have a game in hand. So they're now 7 points clear, 2 games to go. So we have to beat Bordeaux. So it doesn't even matter if I play the game because it's out of my hands now. We managed to beat Bordeaux as well, 3-2 away. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I'm the problem. So 4 points the gap. As we sim Amiens, we need a miracle for Monaco to not win this title. At least the bonuses as well. I'm planning on using face cam in FIFA 21 so you'll be able to see my reaction because my face right now is a picture. 3-1 win against Amiens. Why now? Why are we starting to win games now comfortably? That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Regardless of the Monaco results, they are 4 points clear at the top of the French league, which means we're just going to sim it. I'm not bothered about playing the game now. I apologise for the way the series has ended because it ended like quite abruptly now and we've rushed it a little bit. But hopefully you appreciate that we are now around about 4 hours away from FIFA 21 dropping. And had we have not had the bug that we did have at the start of the year, I would have finished the My Player career mode probably 2 weeks ago maybe. We lost to Monaco anyway on the final day of the season. But yeah, had we have not had that bug, I would have finished this series probably 2 weeks ago. But we uploaded, what was it, 28, 30 episodes of a My Player series before that bug came into play. So that hasn't helped. Me being really busy IRL as well hasn't helped. You know what? We've got a Coupe National final. At least we've got something to end off on. You know what? Let's play that game. Let's play it for you. And that can hopefully be a good way to end the series. If we lose it now. If we genuinely lose this game now. Oh dear. See you in a second. Lyon's team up first. As you'll see, their substitutes and their starting 11. Thomas Lamar playing central midfield for them alongside Thiago Almada. Jack Butland in goal. Musavu King is up front. For us, it's, I'd say unchanged. We've got Innocent, Ferro, Skriniar, Gomez, Hermoso, Aouar, Tavares, myself, Ferrier, Mbappe, Kubo, Dembele. And this is how we line up. But of course, when we switch to attacking, that changes slightly. Not the trophy we maybe wanted to end off with, but I would love one more. So let's see if we can manage it here. Lyon, they're a tough opponent, but we'll see how the game goes. Ferrier towards Aouar. It's actually gone to Dembele, who feeds Aouar. And the first goal in the Coupe National final falls the way of Paris Saint-Germain. And Lyon, they'll be asking questions because how did we have so many options there? Initially, I thought it would be Aouar trying to play the pass, but Dembele, the ball kind of trickles through. You'll see it here again. It's Ferrier. It looked like a foul initially, but the referee says no. Dembele lays it on a plate. Aouar strikes it. Butland gets a touch. Not strong enough, and we lead in this final. Lyon look for an opportunity themselves. Oh, what? Similarly to their goal, how on earth has Unas just got that much time and space? 1-1. What a ball this is, by the way. I'm not even going to be salty about this goal because it's an unbelievable pass. Watch this. So I thought we defended it pretty well. And then all of a sudden, what a spot, what a pick out. And Unas scores to make it 1-1. Game back on. Dembele's done really well to still keep hold of that, and he picks us out. 2-1 PSG. It'd be so typical for us to lose this game, especially how the series has gone here today, but we're trying our hardest to make sure that doesn't happen. The game itself has been very close. There's been really only those 3 chances you've seen, all 3 goals. 15 minutes left. Kubo with a great chance to make it 3-1. And he has done. And that, my friends, probably means that we are Coupe National champions. We can enjoy it, but deep down, I'm disappointed. Because we know what we wanted, and we did not manage to do it. So, seconds left, and this will be our final match completed of the FIFA 20 My Player Career Mode. I wouldn't celebrate like that if I was in this position, but hey, we are. And as much as this year's been a bit testing this series, obviously, I thank you all for sticking with it. I thank you for supporting as well. And yeah, I'm raring. I'm ready to go in FIFA 21. Which, when you're watching this, if it does go out on the Thursday, should be pretty much Friday or even Saturday that you get that episode. So you won't have to wait too long at all for the FIFA 21 My Player Career Mode. We can watch the rest of this play out and see us lift the trophy. One last trophy added to the collection, but it's not the league title. 7 points behind Monaco we finish. It is what it is. So before we go, we definitely don't have time for the European Championships. We will take a look at our career in total, see what we've done. So as you'll see, 6 clubs, 0 league titles. Oh man. 3 domestic cups, 2 continental cups, which was the Champions League and the UEFA Super Cup, I believe. Was it the UEFA Super Cup? I think so. Might be wrong with that. In terms of trophy haul, it's not been my best My Player series at all. But with FIFA 21 to come, hopefully we make up for it in that game. First season, of course, all the way back with Bolton. Some of you might remember our Dortmund times, but it's not this series, of course. From Bolton, we didn't manage to get them promoted. It was unfortunate, but it's how it goes. We went to Norwich, managed to get them up to the Premier League from the Championship. Spent our first 6 months with Norwich before we moved on to Atletico Madrid, where it was an interesting time. Let's just say that. We were there before they dominated Spain. From Atletico, Manchester United was our next journey. Excuse me. Finishing second in the Premier League. Disappointing more than anything. And then we went to, well, didn't we? Oh, actually, yeah, we stayed at Man United, it looks like, for another season. Then it was Barcelona, right? Yeah, there we go. Barcelona then after that. Third in La Liga. Before Barcelona again last season. Third in La Liga. Second even, sorry. Behind Atletico Madrid, we won the Champions League. And then that leads us into this season, where once again, we fell short. I tried, guys. I tried. But clearly just not quite good enough. Okay, so first of all, as you'll see, 309 wins, 76 draws, 58 defeats, 235 goals, 239 assists. What's that if my maths is good? 474 goals in 443. So 474 goal contributions in 443 games. Pretty good. I do appreciate this last episode was a little bit rushed, as I previously mentioned. If I'd have, stayed with the series from that initial one where we started with Dortmund, I'd have probably finished this 2 weeks ago. We'd have had time to do like a top 5 goals and all that stuff, but unfortunately, we don't have time for that. But what it does mean is that you guys don't have to wait too long between us beginning our FIFA 21 journey. So I thank you all so much for supporting the series, for supporting me as well on the channel. It means a lot. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, regardless of whatever happened. And you'll continue to support into next year's game. Until I see you all again for our first upload of the new game. Stay safe. Have a great day. Have a great evening. And I'll catch you all hopefully tomorrow. Until then, adios.